Hi, I'm Gerri Robinson with Planted Seed Designs, and I'm so happy to see you guys today to join us for the Riley Blake Fall Market Virtual Market. Buttercup Blooms is my next collection. It ships next month, December. It is a collection of my typical beautiful florals with companion prints in a palette of navy, that steely gray blue, in a medium and a light tone, as well as a medium and a light olive green. And I reintroduced that mustard golden color that really gives a pop to the quilt. It's available in the Riley Blake pre-cuts of the 5-10-inch stacker, the roly-poly, and the fat quarter. What's new with this collection, Riley Blake is publishing a book for me called Quilts in Bloom. It's there's 20 designs, of which 10 of them are pre-cut friendly. And in there we have 3 projects that are quilted but not quilts. We've got a quilted tote bag. We have got a super generous sized table runner. It's a beauty. That, if you wanted to, you could warm up in just a quick shoulder cover. And then a tossed pillow. Additionally, for shop owners who buy a 10-yard or 15-yard case pack, Riley Blake will include a drawstring tote of 12 drawstring bags that, as you can see, would be perfect to package the Quilts in Bloom book with a 10-inch stacker, because 10 of those projects are pre-cut friendly. A 5-inch stacker also works, but you get the idea. It would be a great, beautiful package element for a book and a pre-cut, or some of the designs simply take a pre-cut and a little bit of yardage for background. I want to share with you some of the quilts that you see behind me. This one right here is called Jumping Jacks. It uses the entire collection, so you get a better idea and feel for what the prints look like and how they play together. This one back behind me is Bear Paw Stars, staying true to my classic stars. This one I want to point out a little something. In looking at it, you're probably thinking, this is the block. We love quilts that create a secondary block that kind of causes pause on, is that the block or is that the block? Here is the actual block that you make, but this is the secondary block that you make. So those are the 3 that you can see now. I'm going to share with you, not all of them, but several others that I just want to point out a couple of the fun facts about them. So let me get this cleared out. I'll pull the other quilts across and I'll talk in detail a little bit more about some of the other designs you'll see in the book, Quilts in Bloom. I just want to show you real quick. Both these quilts, would you believe, use the same block, but just laid out differently, giving it its own unique look. And both of them are 5-inch stacker friendly. So I just want to show you really quick. It's probably easy to see it. Here's the block. Very, very simple. So in this quilt, this is plain with blocks 1. Again, here's the block. You come on over here, and it's the very same block, but again, just laid out differently. Adding a quick pieced outer border changes the look completely. So again, this one is plain with blocks 1. This is plain with blocks 2, and both of them are 5-inch stacker friendly, with a little bit of background fabric and binding, and you've got yourself a quick and easy quilt to kit. And again, how fun would that be to package in this with a book? Okay, so that's plain with blocks 1 and 2. The next one I want to show you is not so much plain with blocks, a particular block, but this one is plain with color. And I want to show you how it changes the look of the quilt. So this next one is called pinwheel staircase. And it was named as just walking up a flight of steps. So again, it is the exact same pattern. As you can see, in this one, we used the prints for the background of the block, really popping the stair step pinwheel. And then on this one, we reversed it, again, plain with color. We used the prints for the stair step pinwheel and used the white, which is the Riley Blake Confetti Cotton Cloud for the background. Again, it is the same design, but just changing out the placement of color changes the look completely. Okay, so again, that's pinwheel staircase. This next one is called a double 9-patch. And you may not see it in the first quilt. You're going, okay, I can see a 9-patch. Where's the double 9-patch? This quilt pretty much gets its name from the second design I'm going to show you. Let me get these wrinkles out of here for you. Okay, so this is also in the book as two looks for the same concept. So in this one, as you can see your 9-patch. This design specifically is awesome to showcase the prints in the collection. So I just want to point out, okay, here's your 9-patch. Here's your rail fence with just a square. Where the double 9-patch comes into play is we're playing with color and placement. So here's the 9-patch. It's the reverse. We put the dark on the outside, whereas on this, we have the light on the outside. Here's your rail fence. Again, reverse, dark in the middle, light in the middle. So instead of the big patch here, we replace it with another 9-patch. So the quilt is called double 9-patch. It's two completely different looks, again, playing with color and playing with color placement. And I just wanted to show you what it would look like as a 2-color design because we know how popular 2-color quilts are. This next one, it truly is the same design, just shown using all the prints in the collection versus just 2 prints. Again, just showing you a completely different look. The instructions, as you can imagine, are identical. And this one I call snail's tails. But I've been working with this for so long and I've seen it up close, far back, and it kind of reminds me of a running man. But anyway, it's snail's tails. This version uses all the prints in the collection. And this is just showing you the 2-color look of the same design. Okay, I realize that this look that I just shared with you here on the table and behind me may not be your thing, and I get it, I understand, but guess what? We have made several of these designs in my Gemstones and Gemstones Brights, and I want to show you once again how just playing with color, whether it's a different color, a different palette, how it really changes the look of a design. So hang tight, I'm going to come right back and I'm going to show you what some of these designs look like in Gemstone Brights. Okay, as promised, again, I realize that Buttercup Blooms is not that look for everybody. So again, I went ahead and had several of the designs done up in Gemstones and Gemstones Bright. This is Snail's Tails, and would you believe me? It looks like 2 colors, right? Would you believe me if I told you this was done with 1 print? That is the beauty of Gemstones. You get a color and tone difference from selvage to selvage, and we intentionally had this one made up to show you that it was 1 print, but helping you achieve that 2-color look. And this Snail's Tails, it's just fun, bright, and happy using all of the prints in the Gemstone Brights. Do you remember the jumping jacks in the original up here on the wall behind me? This is jumping jacks in Buttercup Blooms, but look at what happens when we use the original gemstones on a black Riley Blake confetti cotton ground. Isn't that stunning? Again, the power that color has on a design is just incredible. I didn't show you this one. This is called Checkmate. I didn't show you this one in the Buttercup Blooms, but I do want to show it to you in Gemstone's original. Just a very simple 2.5-inch square, giving you that checkerboard effect. But each square, each of these checkerboard squares reflects the color and tone and gradation in a single print. So some of the squares are very tonal, while some of the squares change color completely. So again, this is Checkmate, done in the original gemstones on confetti cotton cloud ground. On this next one, remember when I showed you playing with blocks 1 and 2? Remember that block? There it is. Well, what we did, this is playing with blocks 2, where you have the pieced outer border that creates the star. What we did is we used the Riley Blake bright wool and my Blooming Blossom templates, and we just added some very simple and easy applique to the corners and the open spaces, just giving it that little bit of charm. Very simple. You simply fuse fusible web to the back side, trace your shape, and fuse it to your quilt, and then have your long arm quilter or yourself just stitch it down during the quilting process. We did that same technique in flower boxes. I didn't show you this in the original, but that's all right. This is flower boxes. As you can see, another very simple design. And in these flying geese around the perimeter of the quilt, again, using the color selection in the Riley Blake bright wool 10-inch stacker and my Blooming Blossom templates, we just simply traced and fused on very simple shapes to really play up the name of the quilt, flower boxes. I'm going to bring out Pinwheel Staircase. You already know the story with this one. It's playing with color placement. This is where the color is used for the stair step to create the pinwheel. And look at how different it looks when you reverse the placement of the color and use it as the ground. Again, both of these quilts use the prints in Gemstone Brights. Coming back to this quilt here, how I showed you that it looks like this is the block, when in essence, this is the block, creating the secondary block. Look at how beautiful. I love this quilt. Look at how beautiful this is. Again, in Gemstone Brights, laid out in a rainbow gradation placement. Look at how different these two quilts look just by changing the fabric that you use. Do you remember the double 9 patch? I want to share this one with you just so that you can see what it looks like. But again, this is another design that was made with one gemstone print. And look at the variety it gives you. All of these colors and tones are in one gemstone print. And look at what you're able to do. I didn't show you this in the original, but this is crisscross. Very, very, very simple, but oh, so striking. This is using the original gemstones with Riley Blake Confetti Cotton Black and Confetti Cotton Cloud as your alternating 4-patch. Again, thank you for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed sharing this with you. I hope it inspires you to either buy my book, Quilts in Bloom, or buy my collection, Buttercup Blooms, or why not buy both? Because again, if you buy a case pack, you get the drawstring bag. Okay, thank you again. It's been my pleasure to spend my time with you.